Hi everybody, my name is Ella Shelby from Power Intelligence. Today I will use my Power Intelligence for remote viewing body scanning, a method that I put together. Now today I will be using it collectively and universally to gather information on arthritis. Your question is, what is remote viewing body scanning? It is a combination of two methods joined together. Firstly, it is controlled remote viewing. Controlled remote viewing was successfully used in the military for over 20 years to collect data and analysis, where they use a squiggle to analyze the data. Now you can see this in my remote viewing that I did for arthritis on this page. The second method is the Chinese meridian acupressure points in the body. Each point relates to a different part in the body. Once I have finished my power intuitive review, I then look up the point in the body to obtain the analytical answer. I must mention I had the pleasure of teaching remote viewing at the College of Psychic Studies, and also at the time it was called medical remote viewing. For legal reasons, I had to rename this method to align with the current laws. I was there for 6 years teaching, so you know a little bit of the background. Let's get started on the results of a universal body scan on arthritis. Upon dowsing the ideogram, the elements that came up was wind, cold, and dampness. Upon looking at the analytical side of these elements, wind indicates congestion in the body. Cold represents stagnation, pain, and stiffness. And the wow factor upon looking at this is dampness involves swollen joints and arthritis. I am always amazed at how this amazing technique of combining two methods together unlocks so many secrets within the body. One of the interesting things also about arthritis is that some people are better off in the heat and some people are better off in the cold. Upon dowsing the major organs with the ideogram, the kidneys and the liver clearly came up. The liver and the kidneys are connected to the element of water, so it's to do with emotional issues, decreased vitality, coldness, and weakness, which can lead to issues with diet, weight loss, flexibility, mobility, and aging. The other two organs that came up in the ideogram dowsing was the stomach and the spleen. These are essential for achieving chi throughout the body, and blood. Now it's connected to the element earth. It's to do with nurturing, stability, nourishment, places a strong emphasis on the digestive health. I have completed my remote viewing body scan, combining two different methods and looking at the body from an alternative, intuitive point of view. Now, I am going to be asking Matt a series of questions because he's just done some research on arthritis. So it's going to be interesting to see what he has to say. Neither of us are medically qualified. How would one deal with congestion in the body, Matt?
And respiratory issues like colds, mucus infections, or allergies can be relieved. Inflamed mucous membranes need hydration and gentle flushing with room temperature water. Avoid caffeine and alcohol. Ensure adequate intake of vitamin D and C. Deep breathing, walking, stairs, or marching can help clear mucus.
Okay, very interesting, Matt. Now, do you have any methods to help relieve the emotional issues in the body?
Yes, actually, exercise lowers stress hormone levels, reducing stress, anxiety, and inflammation while boosting immunity. It releases endorphins, natural mood enhancer, and stimulates the production of serotonin and dopamine, which regulate mood and promote feeling and happiness, calmness, and relaxation.
How do you increase vitality? Just by what you've been looking at,
Mhm.
how would one do that?
Actually, if you drink, for example, 2 liters of water daily, you limit processed foods high in fats, sugars, and refined carbs as they cause inflammation. You should exercise at least 30 minutes most days with muscle strengthening twice weekly through walking, cycling, or stairs and gym.
Mm-hmm. This isn't medically proven, but there's a lot out there on nightshade vegetables, and that one should steer clear of them as they cause inflammation. This is like in if you look at websites and what people suggest, etc., etc. I just want to know your opinion. What's your opinion?
Mm. Well, there is no strong scientific evidence linking vegetables like tomatoes, potatoes, eggplant, and peppers to arthritis flare-ups. These nightshade vegetables contain solanine, which some believe may trigger pain and inflammation. However, individual responses vary. Consume clean, unprocessed food and listen to your body's signals.
Okay, that's really interesting that you feel um, that there's well, what can you do if there's no scientific evidence? But so many people out there say that the nightshade vegetables are not good for arthritis. So yes, um, do you have any suggestions for weight loss for people with arthritis?
If you follow similar steps to boost vitality, gentle movement, regular exercise, and reducing high sugar, high fat, and processed foods and drinks.
Is there a specific diet for people suffering from arthritis?
I'm afraid not really. In the addition to the above, if you keep any added salt to a lower level, uh, that's good, to a lower level too.
Oh, okay, interesting. How can someone with arthritis improve their flexibility without causing too much pain?
First, begin with basic breathing exercises and stretching.
Okay, okay. Yeah, because it can be so painful when you've got arthritis, but yeah, that's a very good suggestion.
Mhm.
Also, what about mobility?
Mindfulness, deep breathing exercise, yoga, and breathwork are key. Lowering heart rate and blood pressure, reducing muscle tension, and improving blood oxygen. Gentle walking maintains mobility, counters stress, and enhances overall health.
Okay. Digestion plays a major role in arthritis. How can one improve that?
If you eat regularly with fresh foods, vegetables, and herbs, maintain a balanced, high fiber diet with whole grains and lean proteins, stay hydrated, and finish your last meal 2 hours before sleep for digestion.
Ah, that's interesting. Do any of the supplements on the market help combat delayed arthritis?
It depends on deficiency, but always contact your GP.
Yes, I agree with that. If in doubt on anything, always contact a qualified medical professional, always. Anything else you would like to add, Matt?
But keep your health goals in mind. That's important. And be kind to yourself and stay positive.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, right. Thank you so much today for your comments on
You're
arthritis.
welcome.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Anyway, everybody, thank you for joining me today. Take care. Stay well. Until next time. Bye for now.